Well, hello everyone. How are you? Hope all is well. I have 800 spring bulbs to plant. I have daffodils. I have 300 tulips. I have alliums. I have Mediterranean bells. All 800 has to be in the ground between now and the 1st of January. So it's about 62 degrees this evening, and I thought, why not go ahead and get a few tulips in some pots? I've mentioned this before, I have a lot of deer pressure. However, I just love tulips in the springtime. So I wanted to go ahead and get 3 pots going. So the 3 pots I'll be doing is this pot that had a Ichiban eggplant. I'll be removing that eggplant. I'll leave the viola that are there, and I'll just plop some tulips in the middle. Then I'll be doing this pot. This pot I'll be replacing the mums that got totally dried out because I went away for Thanksgiving and it wasn't being watered. Actually, it was by the front door and I just moved it here because I'd like to do the front door, get it dressed up for Christmas. I'll leave the ornamental cabbage for now because I love that spot of color, and I'll leave I think those are actually pansy. So I'll leave the pansy, I will leave the ornamental cabbage, and pull out the mums and replace that with tulip bulbs. And I have another pot over here, same thing. I'll pull out the mums, leave the ornamental cabbage, and leave the pansy. So I'm going to pot these up right now. The tulips I'll be adding to these pots is the blush blend that I got from the Netherlands Bulb Company. I have 200 of these. This bag has 100 bulbs. However, all 100 will not go in these 3 pots. I did not replace the soil in the pots, so I'm adding bone meal, and I'll be using my little bulb planter. And then I also have a little small hand tool. I'm not sure which one I'll use, but I'll most likely scoop the dirt out first and then just stack the bulbs in. So I'll be putting in the blush blend in these pots. Okay, so the bulbs are in. I have about 25 in this pot and 25 between the other 2 pots. That at the end, this one here. So in total, I have 50 bulbs planted in here. I went ahead and I watered them in really well. So now I will just clean up my mess. And again, the flat part is down and the pointy side up. So the flat part, or the basal plate, is where the roots will form, and the pointy tip goes up, and that's where you'll have the shoots and the blooms. Everything will come up through the tip. Again, if you're unable to determine which side is the root end and which side is the tip, if you place it on the side, the bulb will know what to do, and so the shoots, it will still shoot up and it will still flower. I did add bone meal because I did not replace the soil. Anyway, that is the end of this video, and I'll just wait until the spring. Again, it's the blush blend. This pot has violas, and the 2 tall pots has 1 ornamental kale with pansies. Stay tuned. Hope you have a great day. Bye.